suffocating. I'm waiting and always hesitating. Kryptonite desires set my heart afire. Heart afire. Set my heart afire.
Welcome to Kickin.
What an amazing Friday, Bears, and happy last day of the first quarter.
Coming up in the show, we look at Canes vs. Chick-fil-A, Scottish exchange students, and water polo senior night.
Seniors, the Senior Superlatives Google form on Schoology closes on Sunday.
Dr. Moore checked back in with College Center updates to share information on transcripts, college rep visits, and stopping by to get help.
Make sure when you turn your transcript request form in, you let us know if you are applying to a self-reporting school. The other important thing with transcripts is if you know one or two schools that you're for sure applying to, please go ahead and get those transcript request forms in now. There's no reason to hold on to those forms. So we would rather get them now, and then if you have another 2 or 3 you're adding later, go ahead and turn those in later. But at least we can get the process started. I also want to talk a little bit about the college visits that happen down in the College Center, because we are so fortunate that we have close to 200 schools that will come and visit us this fall. So that is open to juniors and it's also open to seniors. So, you know, juniors, it's a wonderful time for you to start taking advantage of visiting with college reps as well. So if you want to take advantage of that, please stop into the College Center. There's a notebook that we need you to sign up in, and then you can also see a list of schools that are visiting in Naviance. And the most important thing about that is if you're missing a class, you've got to get a permission slip from us, and you have to ask your teacher the day before the visit or even earlier, but don't do it the day of, and ask for permission to miss that class. I am always available to answer questions, and I don't ever want you to have to wait 2 or 3 weeks to get in to see me. If you have a quick question, please come in between the periods. I always try to make myself available during office hours. I'm also going to try to put together some group events for seniors if you guys want to come down and just ask a bunch of questions. I know this is a very stressful process, and I don't want it to be when I can be here and help you every step of the way. So don't hesitate to come and see me if you need anything, and we'll get through this together.
Juniors, there is a college planning meeting for you and your parents next Wednesday in the UAHS auditorium at 7 p.m.
Social studies teacher David Griffin and media clerk Aaron Shoemaker led the charge for a staff-wide fundraising effort to honor Miss Marilyn Paulson.
The Upper Arlington High School staff pulled together to raise money for the annual crop walk. Paulson, a longtime UAHS volunteer, ticket taker, and retired teacher, has been out this fall but always worked to raise money for this cause.
Paulson visited yesterday and learned that the staff raised $1,830. They presented the money to the crop walk with Miss Paulson during the lunch periods yesterday. Thanks to Mrs. Deal for capturing that video.
While we may not have experienced typical fall weather earlier this week, the average temperature during October in Edinburgh, Scotland is 55 degrees.
Caroline caught up with the students involved in the Scottish exchange program to see what it is all about.
So far, the 16 students have come over from Scotland, and we all met up with them on October 4th, and they're leaving the 14th. And we have activities planned that they probably wouldn't do over in Scotland, like Cedar Point and trick-or-treating and Thanksgiving. And we all do that, and we just hang out as a group and have good fun.
Just gives us a chance to experience it before, because we're not here on Halloween, so that's actual Halloween. We just feel like it's a it's a big occasion in America. We think
much bigger in Scotland.
We don't really do it as big in Scotland.
First ever Hershey's bar.
Apparently it's terrible, according to Laura, I think.
It's not that good.
Apparently it's not as good as Cadbury.
It's good. It tastes like chocolate.
Over spring break, we're gonna go over to Scotland and meet back up with our partners and live at their house and stuff, and do activities in St. Andrews.
I like
double as a superstar. You get the best of both worlds. Chill it out, take it So my favorite part about the trip so far is hanging out with the whole group and stuff and meeting lots of new people and becoming really good friends with them. And I'm excited to go to Scotland to tour the castles or whatever. And I would recommend this to people if you want to do it next year. I think it's for juniors and seniors. And I think it's a great experience.
Rory?
I love America. Go Bears.
This has been Caroline Perwitz for WARL.
You can get in touch with Mr. Chandler about how to get involved next year via email at bchandler@uaschools.org. What is the difference between a Scottish sheep farmer and a Rolling Stones song?
One says, "Hey, you, get off my cloud," and the other says, "Hey, McCloud, get off my ew."
Now we slap-shot it over to John and Macy with sports.
What's on, Bears? We welcome you to sports.
Last weekend, the Crew Bears brought home 5 gold, 2 silver, and 2 bronze medals.
They'll be racing tomorrow at the Hoover Dam for their second full-team regatta. Every rower and coach will be sporting a pink bandana to recognize October as Breast Cancer Awareness Month.
The UA football team had their senior night on Saturday, taking home the dub against Bishop Watterson with a score of 4-1.
The water polo team celebrated senior night Thursday versus Kilbourne. Aurora and Satos got the inside look at our Water Bears and their season so far.
On Thursday, the boys and girls water polo bears took on the Wolves of Worthington Kilbourne. Seniors Grace McCarty, Alec Caswell, Will Galetka, Luke Landis, and Josh Gorski represented UA as the boys won 11-5 and the girls won 8-4. Both teams have winning records, with the girls 21-11 and the boys 20-7. This has been Aurora reporting for the WARL.
In between the girls and boys games, a ceremony was held to honor the seniors. The cheerleaders and the orchestra also made a special appearance to support.
Each senior received a small gift from the junior class, and their parents were given a yellow rose.
Our athlete of the week goes out to water polo bear Daniel Seeley, who had to step in as goalie on his senior night when other players were absent. He saved several shots, leading the Bears to an 11-5 victory over the Wolves.
On Tuesday, the girls' golf season came to an end by placing 3rd in the district tournament. Junior captain Emily Hummer qualified individually for the state tournament and will begin play on Friday, October 19th at the Ohio State University Gray Golf Course.
Speaking of golf, congrats to senior Quinn Patterson on his commitment to play at the University of Akron.
The girls' volleyball team's home regular season ended on Tuesday with a 3-set win over Marysville on senior night. The R2 Vibers are going into the postseason ranked 10th out of 49 teams in the Central District.
They will play their first 2 games of the postseason at home next week on Monday and Wednesday at 6 p.m. Also, the R2 Deers play away at Marysville tonight with a kickoff at 7 p.m.
Now we flip it over to Caroline and Lee on the couch.
Hey Bears, welcome back to the couch.
Next week, Zoe Gerber will be collecting canned goods on Friday, October 19th for the Childhood League Center.
You can drop off cans at any of the ticket booths at the Marv and by the tennis courts before or after the game Friday night.
Next week, Turning Point USA, a new political club at our high school, is hosting a food drive, and boxes will be inside the main entrances of UAHS.
Recently, there has been some beef about which fast food restaurant is favored, Cane's or Chick-fil-A.
The turf war for best chicken has been a topic of debate for foodies all over UA.
Lily and Abe took a fried and crispy look at Cane's and Chick-fil-A.
The Cane's versus Chick-fil-A discussion has been a topic of debate since anyone could remember. Over the years, many have compared the two to each other. However, today we're looking at why students like Cane's and why students like Chick-fil-A. Many say they like both places, but would rather have them at different times. We spoke to a couple UAHS students on why they like Cane's.
Alright, I like Cane's because the bread is so good, and they put butter on it, and it's good. The sauce is phenomenal. I dip everything in the sauce. It tastes salty, it tastes like there's some mayonnaise in there. It tastes pretty good.
I like Cane's because it has good protein.
This is so good.
We also spoke to a couple of UHS students on why they like Chick-fil-A.
I like Chick-fil-A because they spice it up a bit with the waffle fries, and they always say my pleasure, so you really just feel good about yourself.
In the end, it's up to you what you'd rather have in your lunch cycle, or have whenever. Although I will say this, Chick-fil-A fries with that Chick-fil-A sauce. Fuego. This has been Lily and Abe from you already know where, but WARL.
What's your go-to place for chicken? Defend your favorites on our poll at live_UA.
If you're looking for something fun and fall-esque to do this weekend, Lynn's Fruit Farm in Pataskala opens at 9 a.m. and closes at 7 p.m. weekly.
For $25, you can get a small pack of yummy apples, amazing pumpkins, and juicy berries. You can also venture through the corn maze and test your bartering skills in the market.
But remember, if you're looking for Honeycrisp apples, the Honeycrisp orchard is closed for the season.
Also, if you're interested in auditioning for this year's musical, Mamma Mia, come to the informational meeting next Wednesday after school in room 181.
And if that's not your thing, Fashion Club is meeting the same day and time in room 154.
That's all for this week on the couch. See you next week.
IB business students have been selling socks this month of October, raising money for people in need of water wells.
These socks are being sold on Tuesdays and Thursdays during 4th and 5th period lunches. The socks are sold in packs of 3 for $12.
That's it for this week, Show Bears. Today is the last day of the grading period, so there's no school on Monday for students. There will not be a show next week due to the Gallup poll during the 3rd period and the pep rally.
Have a sublime weekend, ladies and gents. Peace.